He don't want no baggage. I got a lot of baggage. I'm not gonna lie. So
I
Okay.
respect that.
How you feel about that?
I like that she kept it real. I mean, what kind of baggage do you got though? If you don't mind sharing.
I wasn't really too long really relationships, and I have 7 kids. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't.
That's all yours, or you mean
I
like,
all mine. I don't believe in abortion,
nah, you just
and
playing.
niggas don't want to get off of me. So
You playing. You really got
That
7 kids?
7 beautiful kids.
Man, God bless them, bro.
Thank
That's
you.
too much for me to handle, though.
I
Respectfully.
understand. That's why I pop.
Got it. I respect
Okay.
it.
Is she somebody type?
I mean, face card valid. I think that you got a pretty face.
Thank you.
Damn, I thought the 7 kids throw me off. It's hard
I
for me to think of.
understand.
I can't think about
They're, I
anything
mean, they're
else.
taken care of, but I
Uh,
understand. You like, I honestly would rather a man that has kids anyways. So
Gotcha. I respect
All right. So, all right, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Chelsea with this one first. Chelsea, is this woman undateable with 7 kids?
I would say yes.
Mm, mm, mm.
I mean, we were already talking about like how being a stepfather benefits a man,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that'd be like to like an average of like 2 or 3, let alone 7.
Yeah. Yeah. 7's crazy. All right, Nick. What's your thoughts? Is this woman undateable with 7 kids?
I mean, 7 is a lot. And especially undateable by with somebody that has no kids. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, come on. It'd be different if he had kids. You know what I mean? Like you could like Brady Bunch it up and it make it work. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
She did say she wanted someone with kids, and I'm like, what are we just gonna like have a total of like 10 kids here? If he's coming with like 2 or 3 kids, like you
Right.
have 7 already.
Right. No, I'm gonna agree with both of y'all. Yeah, she's definitely undateable. I mean, what was funny about the clip too is that she was like, she popped the balloon herself, saying that, well, I come with baggage, right? He said the dude don't want no baggage. She was like, oh yeah, I got 7 kids. Why are you even on the show? Like
I didn't, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She was very quick to like call her kids baggage. Like she was like proud about it.
But
I'm
she
like,
probably hasn't
huh?
been able to find someone in the real world, like normal dating. So she was like, let's try a show.
Ah, man, like 7 is crazy. Like, yeah. And she was
That's a
like, well,
lot.
they well taken care of. I was like, what kind of house do you even could you even like? Oh, how about this? How about this? Could you imagine a chick with 7 kids talking about some you gotta pay all the bills and like pay for like that would be that's like insane. Like that, I'm like, what the like
No. Could you imagine if
damn.
she was one of those the ones where like they go on a date and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna just order takeout for my kids." Like
Oh
she
my
goes on a
god,
first.
yeah.
Could you imagine being on a first date with her and you're like paying for 8
7
meals?
random like, yeah,
I
right? Like she's like,
this
well,
is like
let me get 7 let me get 7 steaks to go. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, be like,
the silliest thought that I just have people with a lot of kids. Like, okay, so she's got 7 kids, plus herself makes 8. She starts dating a guy, that's 9. And if they're young, especially all the kids are younger, you can't even travel in the same vehicle. What kind of car
yeah,
can you
no,
have
yeah,
that fits 9 people? That
A
always
small
blew my
bus.
mind. Like people that have, I
yeah.
do know one family that had a lot of kids and they drove one of those big, like white, what do they call those vans? Like it's like
Yeah, I
it's
know what you're
made for
talking
like
about.
commercial stuff. But like,
Yeah.
come on. That probably sounds silly, but like, no, I draw the line if we all can't fit in the same car. Like that's
And, and she was like, well, yeah, I have 7 kids because she claims she has 2 baby dads. I wonder if that's true. But if that's true, cool. All right. Um, 2 baby dads.
Well,
And she was like, I don't believe in abortion and dudes can't get off of me. Like,
oh
are you
yeah.
saying that they can't
yeah,
pull
that
out? Like, what do
well,
you
that
mean?
comment kind of bothered me because I'm like, instead of like taking like using protection and like kind of taking precautions, you're just like willy nilly about it, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
pregnant
yeah, yeah.
again. Like,
Oh, they can't get off me. Like,
yeah.
okay. Like,
I'm like, can we like maybe after like the third, fourth, fifth baby,
yeah,
sixth even, like we can't like kind of be like, okay, we really need to be
yeah.
careful.
It's definitely wild. It's 100% wild. But all right, so I wanted to start off with that one. Let me get to the next one real quick. This one was interesting. Let me see what y'all think about this one.
Well, a concerning warning for couples now. A new DHS intelligence note obtained by ABC News shows domestic partners are increasingly using chemical and biological toxins to kill their partners. The data finding that people intend on harming or killing their partners are turning to poisons like cyanide, often sourced from online black markets or made at home. The document highlighting the case of a Colorado dentist convicted of first-degree murder after gradually poisoning his wife's protein shakes. Let's bring in our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Kontursky. He's been following this for us. So clearly, the trend is so alarming, DHS had to issue a warning. So what's going on, Aaron?
Which is pretty astounding, Kira, when you think about it. But they have seen increasing numbers of cases where a husband or wife or other domestic partner is turning to these poisons. In large part, the authorities think because they can often mimic natural deaths. Sometimes they can conceal themselves, and sometimes they are slow to release. So the death can occur gradually, and you might not pinpoint an exact cause. Perhaps they're hoping to get away with it in that way. But these substances have been increasingly turned to by domestic partners, the authorities say, and so much so that the Department of Homeland Security is now warning law enforcement to be on the lookout for these black market chemicals. And when they respond to domestic situations, to understand that these poisons may be present.
We'll stay on the story. And if you're a victim of domestic violence, you can call 1-800-799-7233 or text START to 88788 for 24-hour assistance. Well, a concerning warning.
All right. So this hit my feed earlier today. I thought it was interesting. What's your thoughts? So let me go in the call with this one. Yo, listen. Can you understand why a spouse would literally want to kill with their partner? I wouldn't say her, or like it's their partner. What's your thoughts on it?
No, I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody, like, I don't care that they're trying to be like more like discreet about it or whatever it is. Like, you're just as crazy as you may as well just take a gun and shoot them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, I just, you know what I mean? Like, something's wrong with you if you're going to, like, you're murdering them, basically. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Joe?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is, like, insurance money, life insurance money.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine, like, hating your spouse that much where you're just like, let me just slowly poison them until they die.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine that. I mean, there are very few things I would be like, okay, cool, like let's take this person out. And I mean, I've been in a tough situation before, right? And that seemed, insurmountable, but it was never to the point where I was like, yo, you know what? Let me like get old girl up out of there. You know what I mean? It's just to me, I can't fathom it. I can't relate to it.
I misunderstood your question. I thought you were asking killing them that way versus something.
No,
else.
Just in general.
In general, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's crazy. Like, something's wrong with you. Like, I don't care how bad things. Like, okay, if you're that unhappy, then get out of it. Like, there's ways to get out. Like, but to kill somebody, no, that's crazy. I
mean, the only thing I can think of, like on some revenge stuff, like say somebody did something to one of my kids, and I'm like, it was like a on purpose kind of thing, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna respond, right? Like, that's the only real thing I can think of to make it be like, okay, well, I can understand why somebody would do this, but just being like, I hate my spouse, I want that person to be deceased rather than like leave that person. I can't, like, I can't really wrap my mind around it. I mean, and maybe it's a good thing that, marriage rates in the US are plummeting, because apparently the people that's left trying to kill each other. So I wish I could understand this concept. This is crazy though. But it has to be a thing, because the Department of Homeland Security is actually putting out a warning to people like, yo, you gotta be careful of your spouse because they might try to take you out. Like, that's kind of crazy.
That's so scary. Could you imagine, like, you get in a fight with your spouse and then now you have to wonder if they're going to start putting cyanide in your drink or something like that, and you like don't like, the point is, like, you don't know,
right,
until
it's not like you're arguing and they pull a knife out or something and you know that you need to fear for your safety, but you're right, like, you could pick up your drink tomorrow and boom. They're putting it
in your eggs, they're putting it in your your favorite snack, your ice cream. Like they sit there, you like, hey, you like, hey babe, hey, take some of this. Oh my god, it's so good today. Taste. They like, no, I'm cool. No, baby, then they snap on you like, bitch, I said I'm cool. The fuck I said I like,
just eat it all.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, wow. I don't know. That's wild. I can't.
All right.
Can't imagine that.
Super wild. All right, let's go to the next one. Are you ready?
Thanks, Chevo. Experts are sounding the alarm this morning as new research reveals the long-term health problems linked to weight loss drugs. Now, the study has found medications like Ozempic are potentially putting people at higher risk of heart issues, chronic disease, and some cancers. This is due to the drugs suppressing people's appetites, which can then push nutritional needs to the sidelines. For more, we're joined by Claire Collins, Professor of Nutrition and Dietetics at the University of Newcastle. Morning to you. So is nutrition being overlooked by people on these drugs?
Absolutely. In the research we looked at, of the 40 studies, only 2 had actually measured dietary intake, actually looked at the food people are eating whilst taking these medications.
So they suppress your appetite so you don't feel like eating, which is great. And lots of people have lost lots of weight and it's been a big success for them. So then you don't feel like eating much at all. What are people eating?
We don't know, and that's the key issue. And so that we know that conditions like vitamin B deficiency, and there have been case reports of Wernicke's encephalopathy due to that.
What's that?
It's actually where you don't get enough thiamine. And so you start off with confusion, which eventually progresses to actual neurological condition. If not detected, these diseases are irreversible. There's even been cases of scurvy reappearing.
Scurvy.
And what we're calling on is people to...
Motherfuckers, pirates and shit? Like, scurvy. Like, the fuck? Let's keep going.
Actually stop, refer to a dietitian to get a nutrient adequacy assessment.
Okay, so if you go on one of these drugs, you should go to a nutritionist or as in conjunction with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And under Medicare, it's an accredited practicing dietitian.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So when GPs are writing the script, also write a referral. The other challenge is when people, if they don't get that support, they're more likely to stop the medication and miss out on that long-term health gain by being on these medications.
Do you think people are on these medications, they're losing the weight, they're feeling great because in many cases they've lost lots of weight, and then it could take a while for these conditions to show up?
Well, they can actually start appearing in as little as 2 to 3 months. And one of the challenges is that some of the initial symptoms of many of the vitamin deficiencies are quite vague. You feel irritable, you feel tired, and they can be explained by a low food intake. But if not addressed long term, we will see, and it's starting to happen, an emergence of deficiency diseases we thought were absolutely long gone. So people can come to our website, No Money, No Time, and take the free healthy eating quiz as a first step. But if they have poor nutrient intake, they'll need the professional support of an accredited practicing dietitian, because the emphasis has been on weight loss, but not on nutrients.
Yeah.
And it's the nutrients that will protect you and help you feel good as well.
Okay, thank you.
Sheesh. Wow. So now we're seeing that drugs like Ozempic they have potential long-term side effects. All right. So my question, I'm gonna ask you with this one. What's your thoughts on this? Like, so do you think people taking these drugs will care that these weight loss drugs are linked to long-term health side effects?
No, I feel like these people are treating Ozempic, Wegovy, all these as like a magic weight loss pill.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that like they're not taking their diet and nutrition into consideration. And I think that's why when they come off of the medication, these people are gaining the weight back because they didn't like work on like what's healthy to eat, portions. They're kind of just like, oh, eat less or forget to eat because it's like an appetite suppressant. But I think people just think they can be on it and it's like a version of a magic pill to just lose the weight without like having to put any work in to it.
Right.
And I feel like people would rather have the weight loss than consider the long-term effects that are kind of showing.
Yeah, I feel you. So what's your thoughts, Nicole?
Same, like 100%. Like people aren't thinking about that. They don't care. Not that they don't care, but there are a lot of because I've seen a lot of ads. Like there's a lot of companies that are putting out these like vitamins, like gummy vitamins that's what they're advertising them for. People that are taking these drugs, you know, they say like you don't realize you're missing these nutrients, and these, you know, these little pills or whatever have all the everything that you need to like make up for it.
Right.
I think there is stuff that and then maybe some people are paying attention to that and doing it. But yeah, like 100%, like, I mean, let's be real. I'd rather lose weight and worry about 20 years from now, 20 years from now. That's just me.
I mean, I think it's interesting. Oh man, it's so crazy because this is like mainstream now, right? So before I felt like it was like a dirty little secret, right? Like we was like people would be taking it, but they would all hide that they were taking it. I remember maybe how long ago? Maybe it was like 2, maybe 3 years ago. Oprah, people found out Oprah was taking it, and she came out on her show. She was like crying and shit. Remember, she was like, because you know she got exposed, but she was trying to make it seem like she was on a Jenny Craig diet, and she was just dieting and working out and just making right health choices. And she was just basically promoting that, like, you guys can do it too. If I can do it, I'm historically crying. Like, I didn't mean to deceive. Basically, I didn't mean to deceive you guys. Blah blah blah. It was like, what do you mean you didn't mean to? You didn't tell anybody you were doing this stuff. You just made it seem like you were just dieting property and counting your fucking points and carrying a one. And you know what I mean? Like, no, like nobody.
I feel like there's a lot of people that have done that, like celebrities and influencers and stuff.
A lot of those well, probably the male ones too, but I've heard a lot of female TikTok influencers, health influencers, they be taking that stuff and doing all that crazy stuff. They still do those workouts, but they get a little extra help, right? So when y'all see them, like, oh my God, I want to be just like this chick. She don't tell you that she's putting that needle up in her. She don't tell you that she ain't eating 3 days. She didn't tell you that. She's just telling you to do 1,000 crunches, but she didn't tell you she ate nothing. Her breakfast was a needle. She didn't tell you that.
I forget what that like TikToker's name was. She's like the blonde chick. She's like a nurse, I think. But like she, for the longest time, like did these videos on like healthy lunches and dinners and working out. And then like maybe a couple months ago, it came out she was like on either Ozempic or Wegovy. And she was like so upset about it. And like, she was like, it wasn't that I wasn't trying to tell you guys. And I'm like, well, that's just like kind of gives people false hope too. Because if they're following your plan, thinking it's strictly, if I do this diet and this exercise, I can look like you. Meanwhile, you're having this like injectable help to like all of a sudden you have a 6-pack. Like, but now it seems like it's like trending. Like it's trendy to be like on the.
Oh, it's such a thing. Like now they turn the one shot into like a pill now. Like now you can just take a pill instead of taking the shot. That's what I keep seeing advertised.
I mean, I was surprised to see Serena Williams advertising it, saying like, "Yo, like I'm doing this now." And I'm like, okay, people like y'all should be shredded. You know what I mean? Like, cause y'all are rich, y'all got nothing to do at home all day. Y'all got maids, y'all got chefs, y'all got like. People like y'all should be shredded. People like regular people shouldn't be, because we have to work. We got to wake up. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to budget gym time in our life. We got to, you know what I mean? Like there are things.
And they have like personal chefs cooking healthy meals for them. Like, you're tired from work. You're stopping at McDonald's on the way home.
Right. Cause you're like, bro, I don't feel like cooking. I'm gonna just go grab, 2 double cheeseburgers, and maybe I'll eat one of them without the bottom bun. You know what I mean? So I could. But these people, I don't. But deceiving people, I think, is crazy. I mean, I do like the fact that Serena Williams just came right out and said it, but still, like, I don't understand, because you should be shredded. You're a professional athlete too. So, but all right, move on to the next one. We gotta talk about my man again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna stop it periodically, and you know what I mean. Let's make it do what it do.
You go to college?
Absolutely.
What's your degree in?
Major in sociology, minor in communication and business, and I also hold a master's.
I'm a PhD.
Are you making over 6 figures?
Not yet.
Not yet. Are you making over $80,000 a year?
No.
Over
just
60?
under that.
Okay. And what state?
Florida.
Okay. So a lot of men would hear what you're saying. And how tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
22.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
I'd rather not say, but I am definitely a plus size woman.
Dress size 22 means you're about 230 pounds.
Yes.
Is that okay? She said yes. Is that true, guys? Is that how? I mean, I don't know about dress sizes, so I'm just kind of deferring.
To be honest, I feel like it's more, but
okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so you don't have to say I'm an image consultant. I'm just giving you a chance, because I'm listening to what you want, and you say the man that has ambition and has goals. Do you think the man that would fit your lofty standards would have requirements for a woman?
Absolutely.
What do you think some of those would be?
You've said this in multiple conversations. Definitely they want someone who is fit. And I realize that's an inequity that I have. So that's why I'm not upset about my status, because I'm not meeting that. And that's only fair. I'm a fair person. So how can you expect something of someone and you're not meeting that?
Well, you said that you can't find a mate because your standards are too high. And I'm going to ask you, are your standards higher than your sexual marketplace value?
I don't think so, because I'm very realistic in where I sit. I'm not saying I'm a 7. I'm not saying I'm a 10. I'm not saying any of that. So I know where I am. That's why.
All right. Oh, wait. So before he even asks, he's about to ask her, where does she rank herself? I'm reading it right now in the drone. All right. Let me ask. I don't know if y'all are comfortable doing this read. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to ask y'all because it's going to put y'all in a weird spot. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. Where would y'all rank this chick on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me ask y'all first. Where would you rank this chick?
Oh, that's not nice.
All right. So no answer to Joe. Same question, Nicole. Where would you rate this chick? Scale to 1 to 10.
Well, now I look like a bad person if I answer because she did it. I was going to shout a 4, but I'm trying to be nice since Chelsea's being nice.
I'll go with 4. We can go with 4.
Okay, 4.
Group answer.
I mean, she's worried about not being fit. Like, how about get your hair done, girl?
All right, wait. All right, so let's see what she ranks herself.
What would you give yourself? What would you rank yourself?
Pardon?
What would you rank yourself?
Right now, because of me being a realist, I'm probably a 5 at best.
Okay. She's not completely delusional. Like we got
what I thought.
There's hope. There's hope for this chick.
And a lot of that has to do with my weight. And
okay, what would you rank this your looks? About your weight to the side, what would you rank your looks? Ooh, fresh face out of the shower, no makeup, just you.
I would say I'm about 6.
No fucking way. No way are you a 6. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay. So go back to what you said. The reason I can't find someone is because my standards are high. Pretty lofty. But you don't think your standards exceed your perceived sexual marketplace value by men?
Correct.
Yeah, they do. The things you're talking about you want from a man is a provider male. A man that's, I'm assuming you want a man that's making at least what you're making or more.
Around that, yes.
Okay, but you're making right around 60, right?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Okay. I need you to listen to what I'm about to say. A big part of the issue today with women is you guys have these careers and these degrees and this perception of the value of it, but where it matters is what gets in the bank. So you could have a master's or whatever, but you ain't making master's money. At 44, you've pretty much you're topping out on your income. Okay? That's just what it is. You already talked about the weight issue, and you got to be realistic that a man with ambition is going to want a woman that's going to be fit. And that is something that you have every bit of control over.
Right.
So it's not because of your standard. I could make the argument that you're just lazy when it comes to being fit for a mate.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do have control over this. But what do you, if you had to give yourself out of 100%, what do you think the likelihood that you will marry in your lifetime?
30%.
30.
She's kind of realistic with this. She's kind of like reasonable. Like, outside of the fact that she wants a quote unquote provider, like she's kind of being reasonable with her, how she sees things.
Yeah.
%. When you reach 50, what do you think that percentage would be if you're still unmarried?
15.
So you have 5 years before it goes from 30 to 15%.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing to make sure you get married in the next 5 years? For the kind of man you're talking about.
What I'm doing is, when you think you're doing something correct and it's not giving you the results that you want, you gotta look for information. And I've learned a lot by listening.
She's kind of annoying to me because she reminds me of a chick that's like, she thinks she's smarter than she really is. Like, she thinks she's given like all like the textbook answers to make him be like, good girl, good answer. Mm-hmm. But like, if you knew all this before, you call into his show, why didn't you implement this in your life and increase your chances of finding a mate, lower your requirements, and go get married and go find a dude? Like, listen, you got a snapping turtle. Dude's gonna want to marry you. So it just depends on what you're asking for, right? So like for her, it's kind of given like, oh well, she's not trying to get her ass ate by Kevin Samuels on this John and look bad like a lot of these other chicks be doing. So she's given answers that she knows sound reasonable, but she's not living this way, because if she was, she would have the results.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting from her.
Listening to your program and other people who have similar views. And I stepped back and I said, you know what? It's not wrong. So I'm in the process of fixing some things.
What exactly are you doing? What are the top 3 things you're doing?
Looking for another job. weight.
The job thing is a wrap, sis. Like you a sociology major. You got a master's in sociology. You're not going to turn around and be a Wall Street banker at 44. It's a wrap. Like, so
Yeah.
the career thing's a wrap. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but
Actually creating a weight program for me to stick to and actually achieve.
that's another thing. That's harder as you get older, right? Like, it's like you're not going to go out here and learn how to regularly go to the gym. Like, you clearly don't have that built up in you. So what do you like? What are we going? What are we talking about here? So
And your metabolism slows down, so it's
right,
like,
and you get like this is what I mentioned earlier. She's saying all the right things to make him be like, good girl, but she's not like, this isn't her life. Like, she don't really
and
believe
like
this
clearly never tried to implement any of this. Or
Yes,
else.
you would have done it by now. Like, you're just saying it because you know how you put other people on blast. She said, "I've watched you. Like, I've watched your show." So she knows what not to say.
Right.
Very true. Yes.
Realistic goals that I've set for myself. So I'm giving myself about 18 months.
You go to college?
Absolutely.
Oh, what's your degree in?
Major in sociology, minor in communication and business, and I also hold a master's.
I'm a PhD.
Are you making over 6 figures?
Oh no, I think we already heard that part. But yeah, no. I mean, this one wasn't as explosive as the last one. We had us all cracking up or whatever, and it was just like so ridiculous and wild. But I feel like this one was sad for a different reason. Like, she just said all the things, but you know, after she turned off the thing, she's still like, I want a rich man. You mean, like, after she closed her laptop and stopped talking to Kevin Samuels, she was like, I mean, I want to do making, you know what I mean, 200, 300 grand a year. And I don't care that I'm fat. I don't care. He need to be shredded and have, you know, a 9-inch dick. Like, I mean, cool. I mean, listen, you get points for saying what you needed to say, but I definitely think that you know what I mean, you were capping.
And I think the fact that she's 44 makes me feel really bad about myself. Did she look older than 44?
Yeah, she definitely looked older. She definitely looked older than 44. Yeah, no. But sometimes chicks used to call into his show lying about the age. Like, he used to be like, "You are not," like, one chick was like, she like 30 something. Like, "You are not 30." He was like, one time the chick was like, "Oh, I'm 25." He was like, she was like, the hair. He was like, that wig on your hair and that wig on your head ain't even 25. Like, I was like, yeah, that shit was funny. All right, so I'm gonna put another joint on. Let me know what y'all think about this.
Were you out driving this morning about 8:30 or so?
Probably.
Okay. Where did you go this morning?
I went to Publix.
To Publix?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Did you go anyplace else?
Basically the Publix.
Just the Publix?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Did you maybe go to Sam's Club too?
No.
No. Did you get gas today?
Yes, I did.
You did? Okay. Where did you get gas?
I got it at Sam's Club.
At Sam's Club.
Let me stop real quick. This lady seems sweet as shit, don't she? Like, she seems like
so like innocent and like naive
so
about her day. Publix.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me about the damage on the front of your car right there?
Yes.
What happened?
I was going into Sam's Club, and this somebody had been on a vehicle, I guess, and they coming out of Sam's Club, and they flew out.
Okay.
And I was turning.
Okay.
And the thing I hit something.
Okay. You don't know what you hit though?
No.
Okay.
Because it was one of those vehicles they have.
One of the vehicles they have. What do you mean?
Like a scooter?
Well, you can ride in Sam's, or you can push a cart.
Okay.
And I think that must have been one of those riding things, and it came flying out.
Okay. Did you see anybody on it?
No.
No. Okay.
It came out so fast.
Okay.
I mean, it would just flew out.
Okay. Did you stop and check? See
No.
what happened?
No.
No.
I went on down and got my gas.
Okay.
And then
All right.
and then I came back to Publix.
Okay. Well, so there was somebody on that scooter and they got hurt. They're in the
Oh, my.
hospital. Okay. So
They must have come flying out of there.
yes, ma'am.
She like, it ain't my fault.
She literally just said, "Oh my."
She like it's their fault. They dumbasses came out in the way of my car. Like you can like she wild.
But based on you telling me all that, okay, we're gonna have to go down to jail and talk about it, okay? So I'm gonna have to put you in handcuffs.
Look at her face, bro. Look here.
Oh my God, he's gonna handcuff her. Stop.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Me in
Yes, ma'am.
handcuffs?
Yes, ma'am.
I've got people coming to inspect. I got a new air conditioner,
Okay.
and they're coming between 1:15 and 3:15.
Okay. Well, so here's the problem though. You hit a person, okay? And she's in jail or she's in the hospital right now. She's gonna have to stay overnight. Okay.
Well, she must have just come flying out of
Well,
there.
This lady, like, I don't give a F, bro. Like, I hit this chick. She
Nope.
was in my. She need to jump out the way. That's her problem. Like, you got like.
She's like, I need my air conditioner inspected. I can't be bothered with this.
we watched the video of it, and she came out, but she actually stopped and tried to avoid a crash. And then you came around the corner and sent her about 20 feet down the road. You hit her so hard.
Oh my word!
Yeah, it was. It's kind of rough to watch as far as the video goes.
My shoes on.
Can we go inside and grab you some shoes?
Yes, but you're gonna have to.
Can I walk you in there and help you find them? Okay. Because you're in our custody now. Can I walk you inside to find your shoes?
Sure you can.
Okay, here.
She's so sweet. She is
Oh, I know. I'm like,
kind of sweet though, because they told her twice that she hit somebody. She was like, well, they must have been in the wrong place. So I don't know how sweet this lady is, but
she's sweet, but she's kind of like a badass.
yeah.
But like he really
Okay.
couldn't take her
Let's head out
handcuffs
to the
off to let her get her shoes. Where's she
What'd you
going?
say?
He
Yeah,
really
I
couldn't take
agree.
the handcuffs off to let her go in and get her shoes. Like where is she going? Like she's
Yeah,
not getting
yeah.
away from you.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh my.
Oh my!
Yes, ma'am. See that police car right out there?
Yeah.
That's the one we're going to. Okay.
Okay. I don't walk too well.
That's okay. I'm holding your arm. Okay. Watch your step here.
Uh-huh.
All right.
My gracious.
All right.
Damn, grandma going to the big house.
You don't have any weapons on you, right?
Never.
No. Okay. I'm just gonna check the outside of your pockets here real quick. Okay. All right. Okay. And then I'll get my car keys out and we'll get you in the air conditioner. Okay. All right.
All right. We don't gotta rush the rest of it. But
She's so compliant.
she
Oh
is
my
very
God.
compliant.
I was sad on the way out. I don't walk too well,
Yeah.
but
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on old girl hitting somebody in Publix and going to jail for it, getting the cuffs pulled her, getting thrown in the back, getting thrown in the slammer? What's your thoughts on it, Nick?
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Nicole. You go.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
did they say how old she was?
I don't. She's got to be in her 80s.
Gotta be.
I need to ask that cop, like, if that's a first for him. Like, I can't imagine that has ever happened to him again. Like,
Yeah.
can you? I can't. And I'm also curious, like, how it ended for her. She was so sweet. She was laughing when he asked her if she had any weapons. Like, she's
Yeah.
handcuffed, getting put in a cop car, and she's laughing. She's
Yeah.
so.
What's your thoughts, Charles?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad about the girl that got hit, obviously, but
he said she flew 20 feet. He said she hit her with the thing and she flew 20 feet. He said. That's what he said. He said she got to stay overnight in the hospital.
But wait, listen, honestly, don't you think at some point, like people, when you hit a certain age, you should have to like retake your driver's test?
Oh my God.
There are people that should not be driving.
Facts. Facts. 100%. Listen, I work at the Social Security Administration. I see like I've been that. This happened years ago, but I was calling numbers, and some random old dude crashes into the side of the building. We all heard this big ass crash, and we go outside. This dude, half of his car is inside the building. Like he went over the curb and crashed into the building, and he was just confused, like he didn't know what was going on. And I was like, bruh, and it was just it was wild as hell. Like I was like, yo, bro, like what the hell? Like his car was like dented in and all. Like it was wild. But I see people old people driving. I think at like 6, it's hard to say because I think everybody 60 ain't the same, right? Everybody 70 ain't the same.
It's hard to say that everyone.
So I think it's hard to say, but I think some politicians
retirement age.
Right. So, yeah, full retirement age is like 66 right now. I think politicians need to grow some balls and be like, yo, at full retirement age, at 66, you gotta qualify for your driver's license every other year. You gotta keep taking the driver's license test because it's not no game out here. Like these old people out here are driving like us, but those they get behind them Jones and if they don't know how to operate it, forget how to operate it, or some muscle memory, it's whatever is gone, they can kill people.
The reaction time is slower.
Right. So it's not even a discriminatory thing. It's like, yo, like doing this would actually like improve public safety because old people driving at that age is not cool. An 80-year-old driving is not cool. But it's unfair to the 80-year-olds who are fine driving, right? So I understand that. But unfortunately for y'all, I think y'all just gonna have to be inconvenienced because
they're not the majority.
It's not the majority. And I think, yeah, man, like some like that needs to be looked at. Like you should have to re-qualify for your driver's license every other year once you hit like 65. Because ain't nobody trying to like this old lady. If this old lady would have deleted that other lady, ain't nobody trying to be like, oh, cute grandma, it's okay. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that they kid is deceased because this cute grandma didn't just, lost her faculties and crashed in while she was leaving Publix and hit somebody when she should have noticed that they were there. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that, right? Like,
like, what did she think she hit?
An empty scooter, she said.
She thought she hit an empty scooter.
But you still wouldn't like get out to look? Like she just drove away from
this goes back to she clearly should not have a license. Like see how she was talking and like I mean she's sweet, but like no, like you should not have a license. It's
like
crazy.
She should have a grandkid or a niece or a little brother or a little like someone younger driving her around.
Yeah.
Right. Like I wouldn't have no issue driving my grandma around, taking her to whatever. Right. She was, but she wasn't able to. But it's I mean, I hate to say it, but yo, like at 65-ish, I think, y'all got every other year, y'all got to requalify, bro, because a lot of y'all, like, by the time people like us find out, it's already too late because they already crashed into something. They hurt. They you know what I mean? They did something crazy, and it's like, bro, like, it's
it would
avoidable.
It would force it on them because I feel like I know like I've had family members, like you could have a family member that knows like your grandpa's getting too old to drive and you try and tell him like, listen, I don't think you should drive it. Well, he's not going to listen to you. He doesn't have to listen to you.
Right.
But if you make it where it's like that's the law and now we're going to take your license and now you don't have your license, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually had a coworker, she just got in an accident and it was like a senior woman and she got out to like go get her information and she started driving away because she didn't even know she hit her. And she like had to follow her to like basically like this woman got to her like community or wherever she was living. Right. And like she had to follow her and be like, ma'am, like you hit me. And she was like, I didn't hit, like she just had no idea. I'm like, there's sounds, there's like the thump, there's like
the thump.
like, you know, that like awful crunching noise of your car being dented, like. And she was like, she had no idea, and she's like, I literally had to follow her to where she lived, and then like I had to call the police. And
but like, wasn't now that you think about it, this lady in the beginning of the video, she didn't even remember that she was at Sam's, and that's where this whole thing happened.
Yeah,
but she remembered.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I was getting.
Yeah,
he was like,
she forgot that she was even there.
Yeah. So
he was like, so where did you get gas? And she's like, at Sam's Club.
Yeah. So she could be
after she said she wasn't there. She was just at Publix.
So she could be arguing with this and genuinely mean it. Like, no, I wasn't. No, you're lying on me. Like, I didn't do that. But she had there's like 3 hours of her life that she can't account for. So like during that 3 hours, you did this thing. But yeah, so listen.
It's sad,
this is
but
wild.
That poor girl.
Yeah. So I want to play another joint, right? This one's a little bit more spicy. All right, y'all ready?
So y'all bitches need to step your pussy up.
Come on, bitch.
Because there's some shit that bitches like me ain't going for. Now let me cook. Can I cook?
Cook.
You're not coming in my fucking house with no poo shiesty. You're not coming in here with that hood on with drawstring and bitch, I can only see 15% of your face. I'm not letting you in through the back. You're not coming up the fire.
You want to.
Damn it.
So y'all, I don't want to be canceled, but to me, my girls and my upcoming, we all took hormones to transfer and transition into being a woman. I think the problem is now that we don't want to talk about is I think now y'all want to transition to be a trans woman. We didn't transition to be a trans woman. We transitioned to be a woman. A woman. Bitty bitty mama.
Bitty bitty fucking bomb.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's what the thing is. I think everybody wants to fall under the transgender umbrella, but we're not trans. We consider ourselves woman. I know I do.
All right, I'm gonna play the rest of this. Don't get me wrong. I do want to play the rest of this. I want to hear Old Girl out. But what do y'all think so far? What's your thoughts, Nicole?
I'm confused.
Me too.
Like I don't get it.
I
what's
think
your thoughts,
she's
Chuck?
saying that I'm a so I guess she's a trans woman.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like to be called a trans woman. She wants to be called a woman.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she said she didn't transition into a trans woman. She transitioned to a woman. So she's like, I'm a woman.
You're a transitioned woman.
She's like, listen, don't hit me with the trans thing. But let's keep going.
I do.
Even though I know I'm not a female.
I do.
I am not a female.
I'm not a female
I'm
either.
not with child Norbit. You know, I'm not. It's not that for me. And you know, I get that. I get that. And to the biological females, I want
You
that
mean
was
the
na-
cisgender
this is-
female?
Oh God, I just had an argument. They tore me up. To y'all, there are some girls like myself that know we are not females. We are comfortable with being a trans woman.
Yeah.
We still are a woman, but we're not a female.
I'm that girl.
That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense.
no, and she also just started using trans woman as if she didn't just say I'm not a trans
Right.
woman.
That's what I'm confused at. She was saying like she's okay with considering herself that now.
It doesn't like. So okay, just even take the trans woman part out of it. How are you a female but not a woman? Like, how are you? She said, I'm not a female, but I'm a woman.
Vice versa. But
I
I
don't
think she's
understand.
I think she's trying to acknowledge because she said like she wouldn't have a baby.
You couldn't. No matter how many
No,
dudes
I-
dump up in you, like you can't. It's not.
I
it's
mean,
not
we all
possible.
know that, but I think she's trying to acknowledge that without being like
Like it's so confusing to me.
because I think if she goes to because she believes she's a woman.
But not a female. But yeah, she believes she's a woman, but not a female. That doesn't. I don't
Right.
understand. A female is a woman. Those are just like
Two different ways of saying the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep saying.
And then I had an argument with a pack of biological female. Well, I just want to know why y'all keep calling us cis and this and that. Sweetheart, we didn't make it up. It's been around for ages. Oh, Google is your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
They get so offended by that. I don't even like to say the word myself.
I don't either. I don't. But but see how you and I both are trans women, but we're women. And
we're just not female.
Correct.
God, I don't want to be
confused.
canceled. But see, y'all bitches need to step your pussy up.
Come on, bitch.
Because there's some shit that bitches like me ain't going for. Now let me cook. Can I cook?
Cook.
You're not coming in my fucking house with no poo shiesty. You're not coming in here with that hood on with drawstring and bitch, I can only see 15% of your face. I'm not letting you in through the back. You're not coming up the fire escape. Fucking no.
Okay, so the reason that they're doing that is because they're gay and they don't want people to know that they're banging a trans woman. Like that's why they're wearing masks. They're climbing in your fire escape. They're rappelling down from the roof with fucking ropes. Like they're doing all these things because they don't want other people to know that they're going in there with the intended purpose of banging a transgender woman. That's why they're doing it. They're not doing it to be cool. We're talking about some y'all bitches need to get up. No. They're doing that because they don't want to be seen with you. That's why they're doing it. There's no other reason.
Right.
They're doing it on purpose. They're like, okay, cool. They probably don't even take it off when they go in there and dig your guts out. They probably leave that shit on. Like, okay, just in case you got a camera in there somewhere trying to expose them. They probably like, okay, cool. Like, so just to be clear, like,
find somebody else. I'm not going for that. When you set the record straight right now, it's shit. When I meet guys, I may be wrong. I don't tell them my tea instantly. You need to see me out. Take me to the mall.
Tell me why.
Take me to the mall because I believe that when you tell guys from the beginning, when upon meeting and y'all exchange numbers, I feel like you kind of scare them off if you tell them I'm trans or I'm used to be a man or I'm not a real woman. That kind of puts doubt in their mind.
so you're lying to them. You're tricking them. You're tricking them. Like you could phrase it any way you want, but you're not being honest about who you are. You're omitting the fact that you were born with a penis. I don't know if you still have a penis, but you're omitting the fact that you have a penis. Or you had a penis. You're admitting that. You're lying. You're tricking them. That's essentially what you're saying.
I don't know why they continue to not be upfront about this information. Like she's saying, and she's talking like these other women, she's talking about taking them shopping or him taking her shopping.
Insane.
He's going to be even more pissed off when he finds out.
Yeah, right. Like, wait, why am I buying you goddamn cup? Like, why am I buying you a cup? Like, hold up.
But to me, and I'm only speaking on myself because it works out for me every time. For me, it works out every time. Let's go to the movies. So we go out to eat and we go to the movies. We go to the mall. Ma'am, would you like your receipt in the bag? He's hearing all of that. He's gathering all of that. I met his homeboys. You know what I mean? Where even if it was for a brief second, if he had to pull up and drop, take this little, so we drop some weed. His friend like, damn, this shoe. Like, oh, hey, how you? None of his friends expected anything. So
you're tricking him. Like you're trying to make it seem like some Jedi mind trick. Like, okay, if he keeps hearing, oh, thank you, ma'am, or this is you with his friends or whoever, it'll convince him that him banging a trans person is perfectly fine. Like you're trying to convince him. What before you tell him? So you're saying you're acknowledging that you're gonna scare him off if you tell him up front, but if you let it sink in a little bit and then spring it on his ass, then it's like, okay, it's fine.
I'll be
now.
fine with it.
Like this is crazy. Like no matter how many ways I hear these trans chicks talk about their unwillingness to share whether or not they're trans, it's always it never makes any sense. Like the bottom line is the bottom line. Like once a person that's not into that finds out, and then you first of all, let's say I took the day off work. We spent the whole day together doing all these fun activities and shit. We went to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and we had the time of our life. If you tell me at the end of the goddamn tour that you are a trans person, I ruined my goddamn day. Like if you wasted my day, like I'm going to be upset. There's no there's no like trick of the mind that's gonna make me be like, okay, cool, like I'm fine now. What are you talking about?
Even if you heard her get called ma'am?
No.
I'm kidding.
So when I dished the dirt to him, it's like, damn, I just had this bitch at the mall. She done met the homeboys. I done spent her through the block. I done went out to eat with her. If I didn't know and nobody else knew, I can get at a shot.
No.
I wouldn't mind doing that
That's
again.
not a thing. It's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Oh my god!
Around
I've
again.
never
I feel like
heard
it kind of scares people off when you just give them that punch, that blow from the beginning.
So you don't think that that's a risk?
I don't think it's a risk because it's not sexual.
Ah,
I spent my money on you, idiot. I bought you whatever I bought you. I took you to the movies. We went to a nice dinner. Whatever. Of course, it's like.
No, but is it? So she's literally saying she thinks that would make him not care, basically, because like,
Yeah.
oh well, my friends couldn't tell, and that person couldn't tell. So you know what? Like, I secretly don't care, and that's okay. Like, that's so.
Guess what? Once
I've
your
never
friends
heard a
find
man
out,
yeah.
once your friends find out, we're laughing at you until the end of time. Like, it's never gonna be an end. Like, you're gonna have to make new friends that are cool with you banging a chick that has a penis. Like, you're not gonna be able to have the same group of friends. This isn't a thing where it's not like, oh damn, bro, like you made me meet this chick and she was on her period. That's crazy. Like, I mean, like that. Everyone's like, oh, no one cares. However, if you tell people, like, even if you do, because I think she's relatively passable. I think, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't suspect that she was a dude if I saw her. I would just think if she got masculine features, I think, but I would still be like, okay, well, maybe she looked more like her dad, right? But I wouldn't think she was a dude because she to me, she has like woman's, like she has like big breasts and, you know what I mean? She looks pretty soft, and to me anyway. So I wouldn't be like, oh, that's a dude, right? But you ain't gonna spring this shit on me. Like, I'm so, like, I don't care what you look like. Like, you're not gonna spring this shit on me, and it may be like, oh, okay, well, I normally don't date people with penises, but something about you, like, hell fucking no.
I believe it only becomes a risk if y'all just trying to be sexual and try to fool them. That is their damn birthright to know. So y'all,
You make no sense. You make absolutely no sense. How are you any different? You tricked them too. You tricked them too. So you just want to trick them financially. Like, so that's where it's okay. It's like, okay. I mean, like, first of all, you don't think in the movies the dude gonna cop a feel? He ain't gonna be like, okay, cool. You think he gonna be cool if he grab a big?
He's gonna reach over for like the leg and then just
right feel a
realize
dick?
there's
Like, like at a certain point of the movie, dick grab. Like, come on, like, yo.
I don't understand. I don't know why it's a thing to not tell them.
There needs to be like research done on this, yo, because it's so confusing. Like, and they're so sure of this shit too. Like, they're so like confident in being like, okay, well, what's the big deal? I'm not gonna tell people. Like, it's like, I'm always so confused. All right, so this is the last one I want to do for today, right? This one I just saw when I was in the car coming home, right? So I want your opinion on this. This confuses the shit out of me, honestly. So y'all smarter than me. Let me know what y'all think.
I'm here at Upper Darby High School, where hundreds of students just walked out of class in protest of ICE. This is one of many protests that we've seen happening at schools across the country as students raise their voices against increased enforcement. The students say they feel like they actually have the support of leaders and adults here in Upper Darby. And as a matter of fact, the Upper Darby Council just introduced a measure that would prohibit collaboration with ICE. That still needs a final vote, and that's going to happen in a couple of weeks. Until then, we will continue to follow the story on Action News.
All right, what's your thoughts on this? Group of kids in Upper Darby leave school, protests, wanting to abolish ICE. What's your thoughts on it?
That I'm willing to bet it's not because they care anything about ICE. For some of them, it's an excuse to get out of school. I feel like this has happened. I don't remember this happening when I was in school, but I've seen it happen at my high school since I've graduated, like a lot of times over the years. For any little reason, a walkout. Like, the kids are just doing it because they don't want to be in class.
Right. Facts. 100%,
Not all of
100%.
them. I mean, maybe some of them are really, trying to stand for whatever it is that they're walking out on. But like, that's
right. What's your thoughts, Charles? What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, this was high school?
Yeah, like high school. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like half of them probably don't even know what they're trying to protest.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Facts. I agree. All right. Let me say this. Let me go like a little deeper into this, right? I'm so confused as to the nature of protesting in America lately. Like it's like, okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what I mean. You remember with the whole Israel versus Palestine and Gaza stuff, right? A couple years, but it was during a presidential campaign. People were boycotting colleges. So college kids were like going in around and, you know, blocking people from coming into campuses and stopping people from coming in and making a big stink and harassing Jewish students and stuff like that. I remember thinking like, bro, like, what do y'all think this is going to do to the situation in Gaza? Like, what impact, like, why do you think UPenn or, Chicago University or University of New York, like all those colleges that were protesting and they made like national news and stuff like that, how is that going to affect the situation in Gaza at all? It's not even in Israel where it would make sense in Israel. Like, okay, well, we're in Israel, we're going to do this, we're going to do that because we were protesting our own government. The American government wasn't doing anything. So what are y'all protesting here? And on top of it, so I was confused about that. And on top of it, I'm like, yo, how do y'all think that y'all had any impact at all? Like y'all shutting down these schools and doing this and doing that and harassing these Jewish students. Do y'all think that the Israeli government woke up in the morning and was like, yo, we got to chill today, yo. These kids at UPenn going crazy. Like we got to relax. Like they're really upset with us today. Like what the hell? Like what do you think that you guys did? Like I don't even understand the point of that protest. Same thing with what other protests? Same thing with a protest about Iran. Like that,
I was gonna say with the whole
people protesting and like shut down the highway in LA, and people like they just randomly started protesting and they shut down the whole highway in LA and it was like pro Iran. Hey, you know what I mean? Like we're glad that you guys are revolting against the Iranian government, the tyrant government. But it's like, okay, it's here in America. What the hell is that doing in Iran? Do you think the people are like, oh my god? Like I've been so confused about the nature of protests, because I'm like, bro, like what is going on here? And this is another one. It's like, okay, these high school students or these middle schools, whatever they are, they leave school, they boycott school or whatever. And it's like, what do they think the teachers and the principals are going to do to ICE? Do you think they have any influence over ICE at all?
No.
Like, do you think the teachers probably agree with y'all? The principal probably agrees with y'all. So y'all gonna leave class in protest, be like, yo, F ICE, abolish ICE. And what influence is that gonna have on ICE? You think the teachers are gonna be like, all right, y'all right, we're gonna take this shit right to the president. Hey, ICE, stop this shit. I am so
good thing you guys marched down that street. Right. Thank you.
I am so confused. Like, okay, and I think about it back in the day, right? So when Rosa Parks did her thing, they told her again that the whole thing, black people boycotted the bus in Georgia. I mean, at that time, they were like, yo, none of us are getting on the bus no more. That had a direct impact. They started walking miles and miles to wherever they had to walk, right? And it had a direct financial impact on the bus company, on the transportation company. They were like, yo, we got to change this shit. We can listen, y'all motherfuckers can sit wherever. We losing too much money, right? It had a direct impact on the situation. Or when black people couldn't go to schools with white people, black people boycotted the schools. They were like, yo, we're marching down the street in front of the school. Like, yo, let us in too. We want to we want to come to this class too. What the fuck? Like, let us in. That made sense. That's a boycott that makes sense. This other things don't make sense. Boycotting UPenn because you're mad at Israel doesn't do anything to Israel. Israel didn't even notice. It had no effect on them.
That's
and these dumbass
kids.
You
think like Israel has like their news on and they're like, oh look, California is protesting for us. Like that's gonna change anything.
They're like, all right, yo, we gotta get out of Gaza now because these kids are pissed. They're royally pissed. Like, I am so
especially high school students. Like, come on.
Yeah. The nature of protesting in America right now confuses the hell out of me. That's my stance. It's been my stance for a while. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, we gotta react to this because I'm even more confused. Like, what is the school gonna do? Do you think the janitor gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna take this upon myself, guys. I'm gonna fix this whole shit. Like,
Like you
Dumb
could
as hell.
single-handedly.
Yeah.
And
All right. Let's go back to protests that make sense. I mean, like when people boycott the president, when they go in front of the White House, that makes sense. They stand in front of there like, listen, we not letting him get no, you know what I mean, Uber Eats. We gonna block this fucking gate. You know what I mean? Like he's just gonna have to rely on his private chef. You know what I mean? Like he can't get no chicken nuggets. All right, cool. I understand that protest, but it's like going to McDonald's and complaining that, you know, the Whopper is too expensive at Burger King. Like it doesn't make any sense.
McDonald's isn't losing money because you're like, you know.
All right, well, listen. Thanks for joining us on the live tonight. This was kind of like a random jump. We'll do another one Saturday. Hopefully Joe be able to join us. If not, y'all know that's not gonna stop the party. Listen, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.